Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the industrial location and its classification. So my dear student, first see the factors which are responsible for the setup of the industries. Yeah, we should find the ideal location for the setups of the industries. So dear student, just think, when you built a house by your father, if your father want to build a house, what things should be kept in his mind? Just they demand for the public facility, transport facilities, water supply, electric supply, banking facilities, market facilities, education for their children, etc. That's like also if we want to set up the industries, we also look for the some facilities, either some good factors. Like the first factor is raw material. How raw material influence to set up the industries? Now three things must be kept in your mind. Raw material should be available. If raw material available, industry should be set up there. Second, raw material, if raw material is heavy and bulky, in that case industry should be located near the raw materials. In that case, raw material is ubiquitous, either perishable, so in that case industry should be near the market. Clear? The second factor is labors. Labor is important for the any production. To complete the any task, both skilled and unskilled labor are required for the production to complete any task. So labor, availability of labor is must. And the another thing is labor cost, either labor wages should be low. That helps to reduce the production cost. Clear? The third point is transport. Transport is an important factor because how? Now, transport helps to supply the raw material to the industries. After that, industry processing the raw material and produce the goods, and that finished goods supply the market by the transport. So to set up the industries, we require the very well developed transport network. And the another things is also we look for the least transport cost. Clear? And the next point is we also require the regular power supply. Also we want the market facility, nearest market facility, and another is capital investment, banking and insurance facility. These all services and factors are all together influence to set up the industries. In that place, these factors are available, either these services are available as at a proportionate place. In that place we set up the industries. Clear? So next we move and discuss about the classification of industries. Clear? So there are so many classification are there. First of all, on the basis of raw material, industry classified into two categories. First, agro-based industries and another is mineral-based industry. Agro-based industries, those are depends on the agriculture for their raw material, like tea, coffee, sugar factory, cotton textile, silk, etc. The second types is the mineral based industries. So these industries are depends on the minerals, like iron and steel industry, petrochemical industry, aluminum smelting, cement factory, fertilizers industry. There are so many industries those are depends on the minerals. Clear? The second classification according to their main role. According to their main role, industries are classified also into two categories, two parts. First is basic or key industries and second is consumer industries. So what is basic and key industries? When any industry produce the goods and this finished goods supply as a raw material to the other industries. So that industries are called the basic or key industry. So I give an example, iron and steel industry and petrochemical industry are the good example of the basic or key industry. Just think, iron and steel industry supply machinery to the each and every industry. Also iron and steel industries supply the steel for making the engineering tools, medical equipment, etc. So iron and steel industry is the good example of the basic or key industry. The another industries is consumer industries. That means those industries are directly provide the goods to the consumer for consume. Clear? The next, third, on the basis of capital investment, also industry is classified into two categories. One is large scale industry and second is small scale industries. So now government decided when any industries investment made above 1 crore, so these industries are referred as a small scale industries. No, this industry referred as a large scale industry, and below 1 crore these industries are referred as a small scale industries. Above 1 crore represent the large scale and below 1 crore represent the small scale industries. Clear? So next देखो, on the basis of ownership, on the basis of who own the industries, who run the industries, who manage the industries, who gain the profit, who pays the losses. So on the basis of ownership, industries are classified into four categories. First, public industries. That means these industries are owned by the government and also run and managed by the government. As example, SAIL, Steel Authority of India, BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited. The another industries is private industries. So these industries are owned by the individual people or the group of individual and run and managed and controlled by the individual people. Clear? That's like a TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company. Next example is joint industries. Joint industries are those both public and private. That means government and individual people both are owning, both are control and both are management the industries. Clear? Next, cooperative industries. Cooperative, three people are involved: producer, supplier and workers. Both are involved and set up the industries. It is a positive if they face the losses, both the face the losses. If they earn the profit, both face the profit. So mainly sugar factories are set up cooperatively and it is more successful in Maharashtra as a sugar factory. Clear? So the last classification is on the basics of bulk and weight of the raw material and finished goods, also classified into two categories: heavy industries and light industries. Heavy industries, those are use raw material, bulky, those are use heavy and bulky as a raw material, like a sugar factory, because sugar cane is heavy and bulky. Iron and steel industry, iron is heavy and bulky. So these industries are called the heavy industries. And light industries, that means they use the light raw material, like a cotton textile. Cotton is light, so is a light industries. So this is the classification. I recall again the some factors which are helps to decide to set up the industries. First, raw material. Second, labor. Third, transport. Fourth, market. Electric supply, water supply, banking facilities, insurance facilities, consultant, provide consultant. And another is classification of industries. On the basis of the raw material, industry classified into two categories: agro based industries and mineral based industry. According to the playing role, major role, basic or key industries and consumer industries. On the basis of investment, large scale industries and small scale industries. And third, on the basis of ownership, private, public, joint and cooperative. Last, on the basis of the bulky and weight raw material, use of raw material and finished good, heavy and light industries. But here one question is there, both industries are mainly developed near the cities, and that lead to the urbanization. So industrialization and urbanization move hand in hand. How? If we set up the industries at any place, so here should be we develop the transport facilities, market facilities, hospital facilities, electric supply, water supply, etc. That's why we set up the industry at that place. So people are coming for the job opportunity and they grew the settlement in that area. And another way, when any cities developed, so these facilities are already available in that area, like a transport facilities, market, cities provide the market, cities provide the labor, cities provide the banking facility, insurance facility, also provide the consultant. So many facilities are provided by the cities, and industrialists are coming together and take the advantages that provide by that services provided by the cities. So also urbanization helps to develop the industrialization. So both are depend on each other, both are helps to develop each other and spread each other.